Hi students, I am Bipal Ghale as a social science teacher here. Okay, today we are going to take up the topic from social science uh, of class 7. Okay, we will be doing chapter 1, that is environment. We are going to study about environment. Uh, as you all know that environment is very important for us, isn't it? And it is very important for us to keep the environment neat, clean and green in order to keep ourselves healthy. Sky, air should be actually unpolluted, trees, plants should be green, isn't it? Then only there will be fresh atmosphere, healthy for our survival. uh, okay, let us start our chapter. Please look at the right side of the page, right side of the lesson. Environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. We get air, water, food, land, everything from environment. So it is our basic life support system. Okay, we cannot imagine our life without environment. How do human beings modify this natural environment? How human beings have changed the characteristics of environment? Okay, the car fumes pollute the air, water is collected in a pot, food is served in vessels, and the land is used to build factories. We human beings has changed or has modified the natural environment as per our necessity, as per our requirement. Okay, human beings make cars, mills, factories and manufacture containers. This is how human beings modify natural environment. We human beings modified the natural environment. We made buildings, factories, cars, all these things. All these materials, all these materialistic things is our life. But side by side, environment has also been affected. Okay, this is how we are changing our natural environment. After the long vacation, when Ravi started going to school again, he noticed that the only playground next to his school was dug up. People said that a huge building with many flats will be constructed there. Ravi was almost in tears when he realized that the big playground with its soft grass, marigolds and butterflies is gone forever. He shared his feelings with his classmates. In the assembly, the principal too sadly observed, "See how our environment is changing." Okay, what happens? Spending long vacation. Okay, Ravi started going to school again. He noticed or he found that the only playground near to the school was dug up. Dug up means to break up or to remove earth or to remove sand. The sand of the playground has been removed, has been dug up, okay, in order to construct a huge building. Ravi was sad to see this, isn't it? Ravi was sad because the grass, uh, flowers such as marigolds, butterflies would gone away forever. He also talked with his class friend about this. Okay, not only Ravi but principal was also sad to see this. Observing sadly, observing sadly, he said that how environment is changing. Okay. Uh, Next paragraph. In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment?" Okay, Ravi asked to the teacher what the environment is. What is meant by the environment? Ravi asked to the teacher. Whatever you see in our surroundings, said the teacher. The teacher replied, whatever you see around you. Okay, whatever you see around you. Okay, these are the parts or components of environment, or this is environment. Okay, whatever we see in our surroundings, this is our environment. The teacher replied in this way. Ravi thought aloud. That means the school building, tables, chairs in the classroom, even that open field, the road, the garbage, my friends, all are parts of our environment. Ravi slowly asked to the teachers. So that means the school building, tables, chairs, classrooms, even that open field, that playground, road, garbage, as well as my friends, these all are the parts of environment. So he asked to the teacher. Yes, said the teacher. But wait, the teacher replied, or the teacher agreed with Ravi. In addition to this, he said, or he added, what he added? But wait, some objects are created by nature. For example, mountains, rivers, trees, animals. Others are made by people. For example, roads, cars, clothes, books. What Ravi said about environment, school buildings, tables, chairs, classrooms, these are the parts of environment. The teacher agreed with Ravi, but the objects created by nature, which are not made by human beings, okay, such as mountains, rivers, trees, animals, these are natural, isn't it? Other things are made by people, like roads, cars, clothes, books, buildings, isn't it? These are made by human beings, these are made by man. Okay. Now work in pairs. Make a list with your classmate sitting next to you of the creations of nature and by human beings. Ravi, Paramjit, Jesse, Mustafa, Asha were all excited about making the list. You can do it with your friends. Okay, You can work in pairs. You can make your intimate friend as one of your pair, and you can do it yourself as an instructor here. Okay. Why is our environment changing? Asked Iqbal. It's all because of our needs. The environment is changing because of our needs, isn't it? We need shelter. That's why we destroy forest, isn't it? We need vehicles for transportations to move from one point to another, to move from one place to other. So we manufacture vehicles, cars, and we also made the environment polluted. Okay, we change the natural environment in this way. Why environment? Why the natural environment is changing? Because of our necessity, because of the necessity of people. Let's go to another page. They are increasing day by day. We are therefore modifying and at times even destroying our natural surroundings, the teacher replied. We have been changing the natural environment because of our requirement, because of our livelihood, okay, because of our necessity. But side by side, we are also destroying our environment, the beauty of our environment. Okay. When we destroy the beauty of environment, or when we destroy the natural environment, it ultimately affects our life. Not only our lives of animals too. Okay, life of all living organisms. Okay. You can see the different components of environment in the picture, like natural environment. Natural environment are air or atmosphere, land, or we can also call lithosphere, water or hydrosphere, living things, biosphere. Okay. What are the natural components of environment? What are the natural environments? Air, land, living things, water, these are natural environments. And what are the components of, what are the another components of environment? Human-made components of environment. Okay. Buildings, we need buildings to stay, to live, isn't it? Because we need shelter. Houses, huts, buildings are our shelters. Parks, we also need some kind of refreshment, recreation. So for that we need parks. We made parks. Bridges, we need bridges to travel from one point to the other. Okay, to move from one point to another. Roads. We need roads. Roads is very, very important in these modern times, isn't it? Monuments, we cherish, we worship in monuments. It is a matter of devotion, a matter of religion. Okay, industries, we also need industries because we need basic necessities, basic items of our life, basic household items, isn't it? Like toothbrush, Colgate, utensils, clothes. All these materials are manufactured in industries. Human, another or the last component of environment is human. Human, we need to understand in different dimensions, okay, such as individual human or single, okay, family, we belong from different families, isn't it? So family is important for us. Community, we have our own community, isn't it? Religion, we also have our own religious community. Some are Hindu, some are Muslim, some are Christians, isn't it? Educational, we have educational institutions, schools, colleges, universities, isn't it? Economic, we have state banks, central banks, cooperative banks, or we have economic matters also, isn't it? A political situation, politics, in today's world, politics has a negative as well as positive impact in the life of people. Okay, political situations varies from time to time. Okay, these all are components of environment. Okay, there are numerous components of environment: natural, human-made, human. From the above conversation, you understand that the place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. What we learned from the above conversation, from the above discussion, what we learned, we can understand that the place, people, things, and nature that surrounds any living organisms, okay, any living organisms, it's called environment. Okay, organisms means it may be an individual animal, plant, or single-celled life form. Okay, organisms, it's called environment. The place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organisms is called environment. It is a combination of natural and human-made phenomena. Okay, it is a combination of natural as well as human-made phenomena. While the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. Okay, natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions. Okay, there are two conditions in natural environment: abiotic and biotic, or biotic or abiotic. Biotic, the world of living organisms. Biotic condition means the world of living organisms. We can call the world of living organisms as biotic. Okay, for example, plants, animals. These are the biotic condition of environment. Another one is abiotic, the world of non-living elements. For example, land. For example, land. There are also few examples: chemical elements, atmosphere, sunlight, temperature, wind. Okay, these all are abiotic components or conditions of natural environment. Okay. Okay, this much for today. Today we get to learn about environment, about the changing the characteristics of environment, isn't it? About different components of environment, as well as the two conditions of natural environment: biotic and abiotic conditions of natural environment. So we have studied up to here. Okay, most important thing is that we should get some kind of a morals, some kind of lessons. Okay, we should be conscious about the environment, about our surroundings. Okay, what is happening to our environment, isn't it? We should know. So we should be always ready to save our environment. Okay, to minimize the use of our natural resources. Okay, if environment exists, then only we can exist. Okay, so thank you so much. That's a nice class. You study at home, stay safe. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you everyone.